Happy high vibrations, everybody. May your mind, body, and soul be whole. May your spirit be clean. May your body be severed from that machine. When we keep the law, the land, air, and water, for Ptah, Medu Netter guides and protects us. All right, everybody. We have Mr. Schwab Klaus announcing that Mr. Schwab Klaus, he is the founder of the World Economic Forum. Okay, this is where all the powers that be running our economy get together and discuss how they're going to run the show. Okay, so I'm going to let you watch a very short video. It's about a minute long. Then we're going to have a little conversation because apparently this is what Biden was alluding to when he referred to a dark winter, and apparently the COVID virus coronavirus is not working. And you know why it's not working? Because at the end of the day, what's at play is your energy, and they need your adrenaline chrome. Okay, they need your fear. They need you vibrating low. They need you in misery, and regardless of all the media pumping fear and doing everything that's going on, lockdowns and the masks and everything that's frustrating. They're even trying to get your taxes. They're trying to get you provoked in every way possible. And they is the draconian society. Let me be absolutely clear on that. Okay. So, basically we're dealing with a creature, a being that does not have a solar connection, okay, and it requires your energy influx at a very low vibrating level, okay. So I'm gonna let you watch this video, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right.
But still, pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic. We all
right, you heard it, man. You're all locked up in our houses. We can't see our loved ones when they die. We can't bury them. All these things, and it's going to be a small inconvenience. Wow. And so who's gonna attack? Who's attacking? Like, we have such collusion going on. Who is attacking? I guess the same organization that whipped up that bat soup. I guess, right? Are we talking with the shadow? I mean, let's be real here. Who's gonna cyber attack? Is it aliens? All right, let's look at that angle for a moment. Okay, so there's some beings. Let's just say the Anunnaki, are coming to planet Earth because their buddy Lucifer, didn't elevate mankind. Made a mess. I mean, the Roman one, Satan. The Roman man, the one where God asked, and he said, I'm just roaming to and fro. The original Roman, man. What? Like, look at how long they've had this planet and it has done nothing but being depleted. I mean, anyways, what you've just heard is confirmation that the abstract aspects to what's going on is literally about your energy, okay? And keeping you at a low vibrational state, okay? So all of these proposed nanotechnologies that excite your immune system, and then all the cures that basically communicate, with these issues that you have in your body, and this digital credit system that they want to proliferate, the currency and the digital pass and the chips and RFID and copy of a verification, identification, artificial intelligence, COVID-19. Do you know what they just basically told us? That it's not a stable thing. You get it? Yeah, right? There's no way they're going to be pushing any mandatory anything when we have proof. We have the CEO founder of the WEF basically saying that we have to improve our cyber security. Okay? So let's expand on this alien stuff. The Anunnaki are coming down to the planet. Any beings that are coming down to the planet, the first thing, of course, they're going to take out the satellite system. All right? They're taking it out. It's natural. It's war. Okay, remove their power source. When they removed the tree of life, then the people of life didn't have life. They couldn't defend life. It's just like watching the movie Avatar. It's no joke. Okay? How in the world can you go from pyramids being called souls to be called black and have nothing but lack? Okay? No offense to anybody, but let's just be real here. Okay? And for our brothers and sisters of all colors, especially the pale ones, you're being fooled into thinking you're connected to these soulless beings. Okay? You're being used to proliferate their bullshit. Okay? The draconians. Okay? Because most likely the original clan probably looked closer to me. They're probably very, very dark-skinned people. Evil is evil. Doesn't give a shit what body it gets into. Yeah, maybe some people are, inherently closer along the chain, upper part of the chain to life, but whatever, man. The reality is, it's all about keeping all of us at a low vibrational state. You understand me? And we're all being used, especially the people, that call themselves Jewish, call themselves Asian, call themselves Arabic, call themselves Caucasian, call themselves black. We're all being used, okay, to siphon our energy, okay, and they want low energy. So they're willing to tell you that, what? We're going to shut things down, right? We're going to shut things down. We're going to shut things down because, you guys are all following our rules and you're making the best of it and you're living your lives and you're saying to yourself, what? If I'm going to be stuck in my home, if I'm going to be locked down, then I'm going to basically, decorate my home and live as comfortable as I can in my home, in my environment. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move out of the city and get a bigger home and a bigger property so I can grow some stuff. That's what's happening. Okay, we're human. We're survivors. That's what we do. Under any circumstance, we're going to survive. We're going to find a way to be happy. Okay? And the sad thing is is it's becoming clear the divide's gonna be a real crazy one. Okay, because all they're doing is they're showing you one groups of people getting shot, groups of people getting focused on getting the needle. People are asking, like, what are they worried about, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? People are even going, well, maybe if I just get along and go along, they're not after me. They're after, black people. So I'm just going to agree and consent and go along with what they're going to say because they're not after me. I'm just, basically part of the stage show, so they can get on. And then pretty soon people are going to be saying, oh, you know what? Why don't you black people just, take needles and let us all get along with it. Let us all get on. Why are you holding us all up? And then all of a sudden, the videos of enforcers going into black neighborhoods and shooting them and throwing them into isolation centers and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to see any Black Lives Matter surrounding those neighborhoods. No way. Okay, they're not surrounding those neighborhoods saying leave us alone. Okay, people got to realize that this is for real. Okay, this is far beyond safety. You need to protect your blood. Okay, you need to protect your blood. Okay, we're all gonna get an influx of melanin come December the 21st. I made another video. You can check it out. It's not long. It's 5 minutes, but it's just telling you that December the 21st you need to get ready, because what's happening is by the 25th, when the stork delivers the big basket of melanin carbon, that's what's happening, everybody. So it doesn't matter what part of the color spectrum you are, whether you are a 6 ether or a 9 ether being. Okay, whether you have straight hair or your hair curls in a 9 counterclockwise, it doesn't matter. You're getting melanin. Okay, the only difference is what sound and frequency waves you could absorb, you can digest, you can interface, communicate with. Okay, so yeah, people that look like me, we might be able to take a little bit more of that, but in all reality, the people that have more benefit immediately are going to be people who have less melanin, because they're going to be able to have empathetic feelings. They're going to be able to, basically have a heightened sense of awareness. They're going to be able to interface with the solar system for real, not just learnt psychology, this synthetic relationship, okay, that's demonic and stimulated by other forces that allow you to sustain and perpetuate the lie. Okay, it's going to be a real one. You're going to all of a sudden say, holy frig, thank you. You understand? We're all going to be able to interface. We're all going to have feelings, and this is what's going to drive Mr. Klaus nuts. It's a world simultaneously that has feelings for one another, has a heightened self-awareness. Okay, this is what's basically going to break Satan's back. All right, it's the fact that we all can now sense ourselves. No more doing what's good for the greater good. No more doing what's wrong because the group believes that it's right. Okay, that's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. Okay, they're gonna have to deal with a world that has feelings. Okay, and feelings aren't facts. But let me tell you something. You exist to prove what you feel. Okay, and so we're all gonna suddenly not gonna feel right about what's happening, allowing one groups of people, to be punished, to be, deprived of their spiritual inheritance that we're all going to enjoy. But the beauty of it is that we're all going to love each other, and people are going to be looking at melanated beings like they look at a big giant oak tree, right? You're going to be able to look at me in the street and say, you know what? Wow. You know what I'm saying? And not wow, like I'm beautiful or anything. Like just you're going to have that inner understanding, because we're going to be alike. You're just going to look at me like I'm dad. You know what I mean? Like I'm older, like I'm truly ancient. Like when you see something, ancient, you're like, wow. Like if you look at the pyramids and stuff, you're like, wow, right? That's all. That's what's going to happen. And you know what? Wow. We deserve wow. Because you turn wow upside down, that's mom. Okay. And that's what we are. Okay. We're going to love, we're going to squeeze, we're going to hug, we're going to breathe. We're the hero, and that's straight up. When we're cleaning the streets and making the world a beautiful place, that's what we do. That's what we do. We're law. We take care of the land, air, and water. Okay, so we're not slaves. That's just what we do, and we're all going to be doing it together. We're truly going to be Stewardians. Do you understand me? We're going to be stewards of this earth. We're going to be able to procure, cultivate, sorry, and manage life. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. All right, it's going to be beautiful. So don't be expecting any superpowers or anything like that. Okay? If the power goes out, if there's absolutely no electricity, you have no cell phone communication, everything like that, just bunker down. Okay? Bunker down. But what we want as people, this is what we need to do, is we need to make a shift. We need to understand how the world works. We need to understand how reality becomes real. Okay? You got to look at it like reality is like a car. Okay? You have the source of power. Say this is Satan. Okay? So say Satan wants an artificial world. He wants an artificial construct. Okay? So we humans are the grounding power. We're earth. You stick a grounding cord into earth, right? And so when you have the power source, the battery, okay, so this is the ideology. Okay, and then you have this is the product, this is the car, this is the what holds the combination. Okay, and then you have your power, and then you have your negative, positive, negative. You have them on the terminals, and then you can complete a circuit, and then that circuit completed gives you the way to operation a vehicle. Then you could take that vehicle anywhere. Well, we're dealing with reality. That's exactly it. Okay. So, Satan, these evil forces need not only our consent, but they need our vessels. We're the vehicle. We're the one that transmute, program, broadcast reality. You feeling me? So you don't have to worry about us dying. It's not so much us dying or being killed off. What it is it's basically it's being aware. Okay, it's the difference between conscious and being consciously aware. Okay, being conscious, you're just active, you're alive, you're up, you're you know what I mean. But to be aware, that means you're intelligent, right? So you can interface, interact, integrate with your environment. Okay, so again, if the power goes out, bunker down. But let me tell you something: if the power goes out, you have no access to your electricity, to your cell phones and everything, but your TV's working, and they're introducing their God. Because that's just what is left. That's the only thing that's left, is they have to basically admit, that Lucifer, Satan, is their God, okay, and they have to introduce a figurehead, okay, a figurehead, okay. So whether this figurehead's going to come outside of a machine that they are in line with, or they created here on Earth, or whatever, okay, whatever way it comes. If there's an alien invasion and you're sitting in the comfort of your home and you're watching it on TV, it's a farce. Okay? It's like everything else: synthetic, artificial. It's not real. It's programmed. It's arted. Our Father who arts in heaven, who's artificial, who creates the artificial heaven. Right? You get it? You feeling me? Christopher A. Chaplin here, Masterpiece Factory. Art by CAC, Down Satan, Stewardian.org. Yeah. I got another video. We got to do it. We got to renounce the anti-life, Lucifer, Satan, the Draconian society, all evil agents and works. We have to make an imprint. We need 700 mil plus simultaneously. We got to start bouncing off those keys. The algorithms, they got to lock down the internet because, we're communicating. right? That's what they don't want, because you got to understand what I just told you, okay? You're not going to be waking up with a box beside your bed and open it up and see a cape and see boots and see weapons of mass magical destruction able to fly and, obtain justice for man. It's not happening like that. Okay, what's happening on the 21st and onwards? We're getting an influx of carbon gases, melanin. Okay, this melanin is going to interact with our bodies. Okay, it's going to give us a heightened sense of awareness. It's going to allow us to be empathetic. Okay, everybody, animals, cockroaches, devils, demons, they're all going to be able to be self-aware, and there's going to be self-judgment. You understand me? A lot of people are going to be angry. The line is going to be able to be drawn. Some people are going to know who they are. They're going to try to stop, kill who they are, and they can't. Some people's going to straight up and say, you know what? I'm down with Satan. I'm of Satan. I'm Satan's seed. Satan's going to protect me. So be it. Some people are going to say, shit, man, I don't want to be Satan. I know this shit's wrong. And fuck it. For my last days, I'm going to denounce this motherfucker. And I'm going to let life live, because I'm not going to die a second death. Okay? And then some people are going to say, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm here, I'm of life, and I'm going to get my soul back. I'm going to protect my voice, my choice, right? Because the mantra we should be singing right now, it's my mind, my body, my soul, it's my choice. This is the stance I choose to voice. My desire is to preserve my eligibility for everlasting life. That's what it's all about. Okay, it's not no anti-vaccine. Okay, it's about having a genetic marker that states I belong to Satan. When we are at the opportunity where the cycle of this stage of life and many more have come to an end, it's up there in the sky. Nobody can take that away from us. Jupiter and Saturn are right there. Okay, the Sumerian, the Emerald tablets, they all talk about it. The Mayan calendar. This is the end of a age and time. Okay, you got to look at the brilliance, okay, of the Luciferian draconian society, because the last time they were faced this cusp, this cusp, you know what Constantine had to do? They had to fold the Roman Empire. Okay, they had to fold the Roman Empire. Okay, they had to fake its fall. Okay, Constantine had to fake moving away from Satan, and he became what they manifested into Christianity. Okay, and now they're putting up statues of Moloch in front of the Vatican. The Baphomet's going up in front of courthouses. You know what I'm saying? We're having a Christian crusade disguised as, COVID-19. Okay, this is for real, people. They didn't block me on Facebook for talking about Satan and getting out of it for no reason, man. It's logic. It's logic. Can't have them pumping a digital world and then at the same time saying, you know what? We got to strengthen our cybersecurity, right? And so what do we have to prove who we are and what we own and our intellectual property and everything when it's all erased? It's all zapped, right? You got something written down, you got proof on paper, your pictures, everything is gone. You got to understand that, listen, man, we're going through the photon belt. So right now we get an influx of melanin, but eventually we're going to get an influx of gamma radiation on top of the microwave radiation. Okay, it's going to F shit up. Okay, and to be quite honest with you, if the government came out and said, listen, man, we got to do this stuff. We have to have geoengineering. We got to have all this kind of stuff, because if we don't have all this kind of stuff, there's a certain species on this earth that's not going to be able to survive. And they could have convinced it that it was you because they look like us. Okay, they're disguised as us. Right? And they could turn this around and make it look like Mother Nature is the enemy, right? Because they basically say that Mother Nature's God. They tell you the truth when it's convenient, right? They say act of God, you know, on insurance, when something goes wrong, they say act of God. So that means like the air, the elements had to destroy your property. So they're telling you that life itself is God, but then they're bringing in this Luciferian character, Satan, and all these Muhammad and everybody else, you know, basically trying to tell you that, you know, God's like a man. Okay, but if you listen to all those prophets, Muhammad, Jesus, and everything, you would know that they're telling you that God's life too. You just ain't listening to what they're saying. You're listening to the self-interest behind these maniacs. Okay, these draconians that all we are food. We're siphoned. Okay, we are the gold. Okay, when you listen to those stories and they tell you about how the Anunnaki made beings to mine the gold, well, they made different species of humans so they could facilitate the mining of melanin, the mining of gold, the mining of adrenochrome, the mining of energy. Okay, because we're all doing it to each other, for them. Okay, we got to get real, everybody. Okay, so you just heard the man, they're warning you. Okay, if it's a false, if you can watch it on TV, it's false. If the TV is the only thing that's running and you're listening and watching Lucifer on TV, Satan, and everything is all hunky-dory, you know what's up. Okay, if the power truly runs out and it's all silent, and this is after 25th when everybody feels for each other, I'm telling you, expect people to actually love and care for one another. Okay, there's no anybody going around stealing and hurting anybody is part of the devil's plan. Okay, but everybody, including devils, demons, anybody that is conscious is going to have the ability to feel. They're going to be self-aware and they're going to put themselves through a judgment, a self-reflection. Okay, there's going to be mass suicide of the spiritual kind. Okay, we're all going to be Sturidians. This is the Sturidian age. We're all stewards of this ship that's traveling through space. This is our place, man. All right? So we're going to get real. Okay, so get ready because coronavirus is not enough. They're shutting shit down. Okay, they want to erase all shit. They want to lock all shit. The draconians are coming with it. Okay, we better hope. You know, we better hope that we're passing through and we're getting affected. But let me tell you something. Life is not going to forsake the innocent to save or remove the wicked. Okay? Did you hear me? The sun has released the most corona mass ejections it has in recording time this year alone. Okay? The sun is at war for us. It's sending down love. It's not going to destroy anything. Okay? But if it has to, if we don't get on the pony quick and denounce Satan as a whole and get 700 million people plus, then what it's going to do to save itself is going to shut down because it's not going to allow Earth to get, you know, basically short-circuited, okay, and turn cold. Okay, and then it was literally going to need a nuclear explosion to get Earth going again. It's going to basically be Marsed. Okay, this would be a beauty. This would be a trophy to turn Earth into a Mars for Satan. Okay, all these people that follow him believe this technology and stuff like that. Your stock just went down. Okay, Bitcoin, all that shit. I don't even watch the stocks, but if the stocks are still up while this post, my video and this video that I watched of this video of this guy Klaus, the leader of the WEF, stating that we got to get our cybersecurity together, and the stocks are still up. Come on, man. Get yourself together. Christopher Chaplin, Tahuti, N. Stewardian.com, IDenounceSatan.com, Masterpiece Factory, ArtByCAC.com, World War Sun, Hedichi. Getting it all going. Need your support. Some of these pages got to get connected. They're under construction. This is what it's all about. It's genuine rock bottom. Okay? I'm not taking you to the edge and allowing you to fall off a cliff on your consent. I'm taking you to the bottom of the mountain and we're climbing up together. That's the difference.